This just in, I'm still good at Mortal Kombat. Yes, this is Chris with Platinum Reviews, and today we have the newest review for Mortal Kombat 1 on PlayStation 5. Don't worry everyone, it's not the Switch version. Now before we jump into that review, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, I give you the review for Mortal Kombat 1. Now it's going to be a little bit hard not to spoil Mortal Kombat 11's story with discussing Mortal Kombat 1, so I'll try not to too much, but sorry ahead of time. In the event of Mortal Kombat 1, Liu Kang is now a god. He recreated the world in his vision. People that were enemies are now friends. Things are just completely different from what we've grown to love. And I thought that was a really cool take on the series, that the characters that we've seen and played throughout the years, completely different backstories. It's really cool that they were able to do that in such a way that made it very interesting and made it to where I was intrigued by these characters' backstories. Overall, I enjoyed Mortal Kombat 1's story. I think the beginning was very, very good. It kind of started to stutter towards the middle, and at the end it just felt like they were just kind of throwing stuff together, but it was enjoyable all the same. I do think there are some stronger Mortal Kombat stories in the past. I actually preferred 11 over 1's, but 1 was still pretty entertaining. Now, let's talk about the gameplay. As far as Mortal Kombat 1 is concerned, it did change quite a bit from Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11 had movesets that were different for each character. Each character had different movesets that you could equip. Johnny Cage had like 3 or 4, I don't remember, but I didn't really care for that. I just kind of wanted one moveset. I think Johnny Cage had like 2 movesets that had 2 different moves that I normally like to use a lot, so it kind of annoyed me. But in Mortal Kombat 1, they got rid of that, so each character has just one set moveset per character, which I really do like. They also included cameos. Cameos is something that's been done with other fighting games, but Mortal Kombat's brought it in, and pretty much what it is when you're in a fight, you can press, I believe it's R1 to call in your cameo fighter. You have a few different cameo fighters to choose from, and whether you press R1 and back, up, left, or down, they each do a different move. You can also use that to try and stop or do a counter on the enemy. So it's a new kind of set for Mortal Kombat, something we haven't had in the series before, but it is something that's been done in previous fighting games. Now, not only do we have story and versus, all the stuff we've grown to love about playing Mortal Kombat, we have a new mode this time around called Invasions. Think of a tabletop game of Mortal Kombat. You pick your character and you move them along the Mortal Kombat game board. That's what we're going to call it. As you move along the game board, you are completing fights. These fights can be anywhere from a regular fight or with a little twist where, a lightning bolt is shooting from the sky as you fight, or the person you're fighting has bonus armor. It's a really fun and just enjoyable time moving along this game board. As you beat these fights, you actually do gain experience where you can level up your character. When you level them up, you can choose to level up your health or your attack or your defense. There's a lot that you can choose, and you can build your character the way that you want. Now, along this game board, you'll also find different things like treasures or shops where you can equip new items, test your might. You can also do towers. There's a lot of things, and I feel like Invasions is a love letter to Mortal Kombat fans all around. Now, these are broken up into season. Currently, we have the Scorpion season. I don't know what it's called, the Season of Fire. It's something like that. And you can get new items by playing through the Invasion content for the season. As this resets, we're going to get new seasons with new items and whatnot. So I'm definitely interested to see where it's going to go and if it keeps the level of enjoyment that I felt playing through this throughout the seasons in the future. Now, let's talk about some of the problems I did have with the game. Like I said, there were some problems with the story. I just thought the story was okay. It wasn't fantastic by any means, but overall it was pretty good. I think my biggest problems, though, are some technical glitches. I ran into times where I'd be fighting and things would pop up in the background, especially in cinematic moments in the story. You would just see things pop in and out, which kind of took away from the game a little bit. I also ran into some visual glitches during fights where, characters, you hit them and the arm would move goofy or whatever. And I did run into a issue with the subtitle where subtitle said Mortal Kombat 1 subtitle instead of what it was supposed to say. But overall, I mean, there wasn't too many big issues with this game. Nothing to where it was glaring like the Switch version, for example. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed my time with Mortal Kombat 1. I don't think that Mortal Kombat 1 is the best game in the series. It's also not the worst. It's a solid title and definitely worth playing. And with the future DLC being announced with Omni-Man and Peacemaker and just some really, really good characters coming out, I'm excited to keep playing this and jump back in when all the DLC is dropping. Now, as far as the score for Mortal Kombat 1, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's a fun game. It's enjoyable. And like I said, it's really cool to see these backstories of these characters that we've grown to love over the years completely change and just a brand new story with these characters. Now, if you have any questions about the game, let me know in the comments down below. If you want to get beat, haha, that's right. If you want to get these hands, let me know too. I'm always open to whoop some people. This is Chris with Platinum Reviews. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more great content. As always, keep getting those trophies, and I'll catch y'all on the next review.